You know that unstoppable craving when your stomach growls louder than your willpower, and all logic flies out the window the second you think about that first juicy bite of a burger? Yeah, that one. Get ready because by the end of this video, you might just find yourself at the nearest drive-thru. Today we're stepping inside the world's most famous fast food empire, McDonald's, to uncover what really happens behind the scenes. From those golden buns and juicy patties to the crispy fries and sweet apple pies, this journey is going to blow your mind and quite possibly your diet. It all begins with the buns, soft, fluffy, and golden brown, made in high-tech bakeries that run like clockwork. The process starts with massive industrial mixers kneading the perfect dough, which is proof twice to get that pillowy texture we all know and love. Each portion is rolled into perfectly shaped dough balls, sprinkled with a little dry flour to prevent sticking, and placed into special molds. Watch closely, these tiny dough balls will soon rise into the buns that hold your favorite burgers together. Before baking, an automated sprayer adds a thin layer of egg wash, followed by a shower of sesame seeds, because presentation matters. The trays then glide into enormous ovens that bake thousands of buns at once, each coming out perfectly golden and glossy. Every bun is inspected for quality, soft to the touch, evenly baked and free from any artificial colors or preservatives. McDonald's has served over 69 million customers every single day across more than 100 countries, and it all starts with this kind of precision. Once cooled, the buns are packaged and sent to distribution centers, ready to cradle those famous beef patties. Now let's move to the real star of the show, the meat. The journey of every patty starts with high-quality beef sourced from trusted farms, where every cut is inspected for freshness. Inside the plant, massive grinders turn whole cuts of beef into a fine, even mixture. A pinch of seasoning and salt enhances the flavor, but not too much. McDonald's keeps it simple to preserve the natural taste of the meat. The mixture is churned and blended until smooth, ensuring each patty holds together perfectly. Then it's shaped by machines that stamp out thousands of identical patties per hour. To keep everything fresh, they're flash frozen right away, sealing in the juices and flavor until it's time to cook. Next up, the unsung heroes of your burger, pickles and sauces. Let's be honest, a burger without that tangy crunch just feels incomplete. In a nearby facility, freshly sliced cucumbers are washed and dunked in giant vats of brine, a salty solution that not only enhances flavor but also keeps them crisp and shelf-stable for months. Each slice is cut with surgical precision, ensuring the same bite every time you open that iconic yellow wrapper. But what about the ketchup and mustard that make every bite burst with flavor? That story starts with ripe, juicy tomatoes. At the ketchup factory, freshly harvested tomatoes go through a deep cleaning process, washed, sorted, and peeled using high-pressure steam. The skins slip off easily, leaving only the pure, red flesh. The tomatoes are ground into a thick paste, which is then simmered with vinegar, sugar, salt, and McDonald's secret blend of spices. The result is that rich, tangy ketchup you can't resist dipping your fries into. The mustard is made in a similar way, using ground mustard seeds, vinegar, and turmeric for that vibrant yellow color. Both sauces are pumped into sleek filling machines that work non-stop, sealing each bottle with precision and labeling it with the familiar golden arches. Speaking of lettuce, that crisp, cool layer that keeps your burger balanced, it's handled with the same level of care. Fresh heads of lettuce are washed thoroughly, spun dry, and chilled to keep them crunchy. A quick chop, a short dry, and they're packed for delivery. It's simple but essential. After all, nobody wants a soggy burger. Now, what's a burger without fries? Probably a crime in most states. Those crispy golden sticks begin their life as whole potatoes, carefully selected for their starch content and texture. After washing, they're peeled and sliced into perfect, uniform shapes using high-speed blades that can process tons per hour. The slices take a quick bath in water to remove excess starch, then are dried with powerful air jets and par-fried to lock in their fluffy interior. Once frozen and shipped, all they need is a quick dip in hot oil before hitting your tray, hot, crispy, and golden just the way we like them. To wash it all down, you need something bubbly. That's where Sprite comes in, one of McDonald's most popular drink options. Inside the bottling facility, rows of sleek green bottles race around a circular automated filling line. Each bottle is rinsed, carbonated, filled, and sealed within seconds. The machines work flawlessly, maintaining the perfect balance of carbonation and flavor that gives Sprite its iconic lemon-lime kick. With over 190 countries enjoying this refreshing soda, it's safe to say Sprite has mastered global thirst. But no meal feels complete without something sweet. Let's dive into the dessert section. Those creamy, chocolate-dipped ice cream sandwiches and the iconic McDonald's apple pie. The ice cream sandwiches are crafted in layers. A crispy wafer at the bottom, a rich vanilla ice cream slab in the middle, and a drizzle of chocolate on top, followed by another wafer to seal the deal. Automated machines handle every step with robotic precision, cutting, layering, freezing, and packaging thousands every hour. Now the legendary McDonald's apple pie, crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside, and nostalgic with every bite. The process begins in apple orchards, often in Washington state, which grows over half of America's apples. Each apple is hand-picked or gently harvested by machines designed to mimic human touch. Once collected, they're washed, peeled, cored, and sliced into perfect wedges. Inside the factory, the apple slices are mixed with sugar and cinnamon, then cooked into a luscious filling that smells like autumn. The dough for the crust is mixed using chilled ingredients to maintain flakiness, a trick bakers swear by. Giant rollers flatten the dough into thin sheets, which are then filled, sealed, and crimped before being fried or baked to perfection. One whiff of that buttery aroma, and you'll understand why people can't resist adding a pie to their order. Let's not forget the McMuffin, a breakfast legend. It all started in 1971 when California franchisee Herb Peterson had a brilliant idea: a poached egg, Canadian bacon, and cheese on a toasted English muffin. It became an instant hit. Today, machines prepare McMuffin buns by rolling and proofing the dough, sprinkling flour to prevent sticking, and baking them until they're perfectly soft. McDonald's sources around 30% of its eggs from free-range farms and plans to reach 90% cage-free eggs by 2025 across the US and Canada. It's a big move toward more sustainable sourcing and better animal welfare. Every egg is cracked fresh in the restaurant and cooked in signature round molds to fit the sandwich perfectly, a small detail that makes a big difference. From golden buns to sizzling patties, crisp lettuce to fizzy Sprite, every part of your McDonald's meal is the result of massive coordination, technology, and strict quality control. Behind the speed of the drive-thru lies a network of farms, factories. Have you ever taken a bite of a warm, golden apple pie and wondered how something so perfectly balanced between sweet, flaky, and buttery comes to life inside a factory? Today we're diving deep into the mesmerizing world of modern food production, where precision, automation, and a touch of human creativity turn raw ingredients into some of your favorite treats. From the comforting aroma of freshly baked apple pies to the irresistible crunch of a Kit Kat bar, from colorful candies to creamy ice cream, we're about to uncover the fascinating technology and craftsmanship that make your favorite snacks possible. Buckle up, because what you're about to see will make you appreciate every single bite a little more. Inside a pie factory, the process begins with a simple but crucial element: the dough. Machines with laser-sharp precision roll it out, flattening it to a fraction of a millimeter, ensuring every crust is the exact same thickness and size. Watching these sheets of dough glide along the conveyor belt is oddly satisfying. Each circle is perfectly cut, then gently laid into pie pans waiting below. At the filling stations, large dispensers release the perfect portion of warm, spiced apple filling, spreading evenly into each shell. No messy hands, no guesswork, just flawless precision. The excess dough doesn't go to waste either. It's recycled to create mini pies or decorative lattice tops. Some factories go the extra mile, using special dough presses that stamp out holiday patterns or custom designs for special editions. A quick spray of egg whites gives the crust that signature golden brown glow once it hits the oven. After baking, each pie passes through rigorous quality checks where experts taste, rate, and ensure the perfect blend of crispness and sweetness. The best ones are quickly cooled and flash frozen to lock in freshness before they're packed for shipping across the country. Among the many variations, one that stands out is the adorable apple blossom pie, small, handheld, and bursting with flavor. The caramelized edges, the soft filling, and the flaky crust make it one of the most loved desserts in America. These little blossoms take everything people adore about classic apple pie and pack it into a portable bundle that's easy to enjoy anywhere, anytime. But sweetness doesn't stop there. Let's jump to another factory, where the story of your favorite chocolate-covered wafer, the Kit Kat bar, unfolds. Forget the myths about how chocolate is made. This process is a fascinating blend of science and art. Everything starts in the lush cocoa farms of Africa, where workers harvest vibrant cocoa pods. Inside each pod are 30 to 50 cocoa beans covered in sticky white pulp. Once removed, these beans go through fermentation, a process lasting up to a week, where their flavor transforms completely. After drying and inspection, the beans travel to processing facilities where they are roasted to bring out their signature aroma. Then, powerful machines crack them open to extract the cocoa nibs, the real treasure inside every bean. These nibs are ground into a thick paste known as chocolate liquor, Despite its name, there's no alcohol here. This pure chocolate mass is then separated into cocoa powder and cocoa butter, both essential for crafting the creamy, smooth texture of chocolate. When mixed with sugar, milk, and other ingredients, it becomes that delicious coating you know and love. But the true magic of Kit Kat lies in its crispy wafer heart. Sheets of wafer are baked to perfection, cooled, and layered precisely to achieve the iconic snap. Too thick and it's chewy. Too thin and it crumbles. The balance must be exact. Robotic arms place the wafers into molds, where molten chocolate flows over them like silk, coating every edge evenly. Once cooled, the bars pop out of their molds, shiny and flawless. It's almost hypnotic watching hundreds of them glide down the line toward packaging. Fun fact, Kit Kat wasn't always called that. When it first launched in 1935, it was known as Rowntree's Chocolate Crisp, meant for working-class folks who wanted a quick, affordable snack during tea breaks. Just 2 years later, the name changed to Kit Kat and the rest is history. During World War II, milk shortages led to the creation of the dark chocolate version, a move that not only kept production going but also introduced a flavor fans still love today. Eventually, Nestle acquired the brand, taking it global and turning Kit Kat into one of the best-selling chocolate bars on earth. In today's world, with more people embracing plant-based lifestyles, Kit Kat has evolved again. Nestle introduced a vegan version made with rice milk instead of dairy, offering the same creamy texture and crisp wafer without compromise. Whether it's milk, dark, or vegan, the joy of breaking a Kit Kat in half is something everyone recognizes, a moment of simple happiness shared around the world. But let's not stop at chocolate. Across another bustling production floor, candies, pastries, and snacks are being made with the same passion and precision. Machines mix, stretch, and fold candy dough to make it fluffy and smooth, while vibrant color splashes give it that eye-catching shine. Watching the sugar mash transform into glossy ribbons of sweetness feels like watching an artist paint with sugar. Once cooled, it's cut into perfect bite-sized pieces by mechanical cutters, thousands every minute, each one identical in size and flavor. In the bakery section, dough balls roll out like tiny soldiers on a mission. Each one is perfectly round and equal in size, ready to become buns, rolls, or sweet treats. For something savory, extruders press minced meat into fun noodle-like shapes before forming them into patties or dumplings. Its creativity meets precision, turning everyday ingredients into culinary art. Vegetables like cabbages and spinach pass through specialized cutters that remove tough cores and slice them with mechanical grace. The sound of blades slicing fresh produce is oddly rhythmic, a reminder that machines can be both efficient and elegant. Meanwhile, fruits are carefully sorted by optical sensors that can detect size, shape, color, and quality in a split second. Only the best make it to the cutting lines where they're diced, chunked, or pureed before being sealed in pouches with thick, syrupy goodness. Even the smallest steps are optimized, from water sprays that wash veggies in cold streams to preserve crispness, to robotic arms that fill and seal tubes of face cream with the perfect amount of product every single time. In another corner, waffles are being baked into fun lollipop shapes, while donuts glide under cascading curtains of glaze, emerging shiny, sweet, and irresistible. Machines ensure that every donut gets the same glossy finish, the kind that makes you want to grab one right off the line. The combination of scent, sound, and sight in these factories is almost overwhelming. Sugar, chocolate, dough, and vanilla blending into a symphony of aroma. And then comes ice cream, the final, frozen chapter of our journey. Sheets of creamy ice cream mix are extruded onto conveyor belts, cut into pieces, and sent through freezing tunnels that blast them with icy air. Within seconds they're hardened, packed, and ready for the world. It's mesmerizing to see how technology ensures consistency in something as delicate as ice cream, capturing that perfect balance between creamy and cold. Behind every product, whether it's a crispy wafer, a frosted cake, a jar of chunky fruit syrup, or a stick of frozen delight, there's an incredible dance between human ingenuity and machine precision. These processes not only satisfy cravings but also showcase how far modern food engineering has come. Every flicker of a sensor, every rotation of a blade, every dollop of cream or chocolate has a purpose: to make something that feels special, delicious, and reliable. So next time you unwrap a Kit Kat, cut into an apple pie, or grab a glazed donut from your local bakery, remember that behind that simple joy lies a complex and fascinating world of machinery, science, and craftsmanship. From cocoa farms in Africa to candy lines in America, from cold tunnels to warm ovens, every treat tells a story, one of precision, passion, and a shared love for flavor. That's the real magic behind the food we love, the hidden rhythm of industry that turns ingredients into happiness, one perfect bite at a time.